So we just hung up with a caller who's like, what about Dion to Michigan? What do you say that Michigan would fire up the jet and pay off Dion's house?
In a second.
First of all, if I could speak for Prime, he wouldn't say this. I don't think Dion needs help paying off his house. You know what I mean? Like, again,
clause you throw it in there.
I understand. I'm not saying he would say no.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm not saying he would say no, but that's also not Michigan's MO. Not to say that there's, nobody in the Michigan alumni base that doesn't have a plane to send. And again, I'm getting so much online sent my way and comments and whatever about Michigan's next coach and who is it going to be. And there's still so many pieces to land right now in Ann Arbor and so much healing that kind of needs to go on. And I know you can't hold anything up on that front. You've got to be able to run dual tracks here because at some point the focus will have to be completely on who's the next head coach of the Michigan football program. And I'm getting a lot of questions. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who do you want it to be? So I'll give you this answer here. The next head coach of the University of Michigan football program, I want the football version of Dusty May. Ooh. That's what I want. If you can find somebody with a similar background and a similar self-made builder, somebody who comes from a smaller pond, if you will, somebody who has made more with less and now can do more with the more that Michigan will be able to equip this coach with, that's the one I want. I'm seeing we got to buy this person out. We got to buy that person out. I don't think Michigan's buying out somebody with, 25, 30, $40 million buyout. It just strikes me as just a waste of time. Maybe I'll be wrong. I'll be surprised. Whoever it's got to be somebody who's 100% focused on football, 24/7, 365, can recruit like Sherrone Moore. Chiron Moore was getting some players coming to Michigan, which is why I'm freaking out. The rest of the alumni football fan base is freaking out about these kids that have committed. Transfer portal's coming up. You got to get this thing and ducks in a row real fast. And I know a lot of people are saying, how about getting the Oregon Ducks head coach? We spoke to Dan Lanning a few weeks ago, and he's like, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, but that was a few weeks ago.
No, dude, to me.
I mean, Brian Kelly is available.
Somebody who is currently a head coach somewhere that has shown the ability to do more with less. Yes. I mean, Bo Schembechler came from Miami of Ohio. All right, so you don't have to go to some big, huge football program and buy someone out for, high 10 figures and say, come to Michigan. Find somebody like Dusty May. Same makeup, same character, same doing more with less, the same smart roster builder and master motivator. Find that guy. Yeah, who's the football version of this guy? Screw it, I'll just say it. We're here at the ESPN studios. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go there. Okay.
Do it.
Clark Lee was in the green room.
He was.
I did it was every fiber of my being. I just had to be respectful because there were Vanderbilt staffers all over the place. And he just, hey, coach, you want to come here for a second? I don't know.
Real quick.
But this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I don't know. He might love it in Vanderbilt. He might love it wherever he is. And as he keeps saying, you can win from anywhere. Yep. Indiana and Kurt Signetti have proven this. Let's take a guy from James Madison, stick him in a program that's hardly ever won a damn thing, and suddenly, boom, a few years later, they are dominant and maybe winning the national championship or the Heisman Trophy quarterback who they wisely had transfer from Cal. Like, that's what Michigan should do. Easier said than done, obviously. But I'm hearing like they should go here, they should go there. Let's hope, John Harbaugh's gone from Michigan. Like he would take his brother's job. It just seems to me so many. I don't want to ever speak something into not existing.
Exactly.
But I think you need to be smart about it while you're healing in one track and dealing with whatever, legal stuff that might be coming down the pike on what just happened over the last 48 hours, if there is anything. You still have to maintain this track. The football, Dusty May. Go get him. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Mitch, moments ago, the charges for Sherrone Moore are as follows. 3rd-degree home felony invasion, misdemeanor stalking, and misdemeanor breaking and entering. He's set to be arraigned at the top of the hour.
What a nightmare. For him, for his family, for the Michigan family, for all the families of players who thought, that they had their coach, for all the family of players and families who said, we're going to send our kids to Michigan, who thought the coach that they had talked to them. It's all just a dreadful set of circumstances.
It's really terrible.
Sad.
It's tragic. Yeah. And I know that word is usually associated with loss of life, but there's loss of reputation, there's loss of privacy, there's loss of dignity, there's loss everywhere. Everywhere, which is why, again, I'm sitting here like, who should be the next coach of Michigan? Let's start a carousel spinning. Makes me feel silly and stupid, but there is still a very important matter of football and football commerce and what it also means also reputationally for the University of Michigan campus.
Business still has to be handled.
On it. Right. And so much pride for school does come from a football program, even though I could sit here and walk down the list of remarkable accomplishments of academics and science and what have you from the University of Michigan campus. But this is a sports show, and this is also, again, say that what you will about society, not the source of the largest amount of pride in some school and what it stands for. A lot of that comes from athletics, and certainly comes from football. That's awful. What you just read off of your screen is a nightmare.
Yep.
A nightmare. So I don't know when the pages turn, but it's going to have to turn fast. The Heisman Trophy is coming up this weekend, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
So, again, that's why, Coach Lee was here, because his quarterback was on First Take.
Yeah.
So I almost waited for the quarterback to leave the room. All right, no.
All right.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.